Pembloid Hapus. It's happy birthday in Welsh. So today's a Monday and it's the start of week 8. We just weighed in at 210.6 pounds, which is down nearly 2 pounds from last week, which I'm really happy about. We'll see what happens with the scale next week, and then maybe we'll make some dramatic changes, because in all honesty, I really don't feel like I'm suffering that much. You know, my energy's still there. I am more tired than normal, but I'm not dragging around by my lips, you know. It's a non-training day. So we're here in my kitchen, as you can see, and I'm going to share with you a couple of just very simple recipes that I like to use throughout this transformation, just to make it a little bit easier. So generally, over the weekends, I'll put a lot more herbs and spices and vegetables on my food, so that feels like you're cheating. By doing something like this, you know, it gives you a reward to work towards at the end of the week. So normally throughout the week, I'll eat pretty boring, pretty bland, and then it'll give me something to look forward to at the end of the week. Starting with my breakfast, this is it. So I just cooked this up literally 5 minutes ago, and it's egg whites and oats in a pancake form. So I'll put in here around 10 to 12 egg whites, along with a cup of oats, and I whisk that together and I put that in a frying pan with some foil over the top on medium heat for around 5 to 7 minutes. And by doing that, you know, it gives me a good nutritious breakfast of the egg whites and oats, which I find is just a little bit easier to eat like this as opposed to having it, you know, separated. But you can have protein powder with oats if you prefer. I prefer to just go for the egg whites, just to give me something a little bit more filling in the morning. And throughout the rest of the day, you will need to have protein. And this is something that I generally like to do on weekends. I'll normally have plain food throughout the week, maybe with some broccoli, some vegetables like that. But on a weekend, I like to go all out because it feels like I'm having a cheat and it gives me something to look forward to. I'll add a lot of vegetables in here, like I said, especially on the weekend. So in here I have mushrooms, I have peppers, I have asparagus, I have some ginger, and I have some garlic. And when I put that on the heat, I'll actually add some spices on there as well, and some herbs. So speaking of which, I've actually got one on the heat right now. So I'll just go and grab that to show you. So here's one that's pretty much done here. And I've got the same vegetables as I've got in the ground steak there. This is ground chicken. And just to keep in mind, I grind everything. So with the steak and with the chicken, with the turkey, I grind it all. The reason being is that I've bought ground beef and I've bought ground turkey, and it tastes a little bit different if I was to grind it myself, which tells me there could be something in there that I shouldn't be eating. So I just play it safe and just grind everything myself. Takes a little bit more time, but I think it's worth it. I've got a lot of herbs on there as well, and a lot of spices just to give it a little bit of flavor and a little bit of tang. And I actually look forward to my meals. And on the weekend, you know, especially if you've got a little bit of time on your hands, it's always good to stay busy. Keep your mind active. You don't want to be thinking about your next meal or thinking about your cardio or anything like this. By staying active in the kitchen, you can get creative, make it fun, and it just makes the day go by that much quicker. So please apply these recipes to your own program. Or if these recipes don't really appeal to you, remember we've got loads more on bodybuilding.com. Just make sure that they're adequate to this program. Tomorrow is going to be a training day. We're going to be hitting shoulders, calves, and abs. We're going to keep it intense, so make sure that you get a good night's sleep tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow. Come back tomorrow to see why I flip off the camera.